It's the year 2022, and if you're looking for a new VR headset or your first VR headset, this is the video for you. This year could be the next step in the VR evolution, with major players in VR releasing their next generation of headsets. But does this mean anything to you? Are you the casual virtual player or the enthusiast looking for the cutting edge? In this video, I'm going to go over three categories of users: the console gamer, the standalone, and the PC players. I'll focus on the big three, because that's where the mass-adopted, well-received technology lies. We will dig into whether you should buy or wait, because as it seems, 2022 is the year virtual reality gets upgraded. Console. Now, there's really only one console headset we can talk about, and that's the PlayStation VR. And you shouldn't buy it. While it was a fantastic headset, the key word is was. It's about 5 years out of date, and it shows when you go back and forth between current headsets. If you can pick one up at a dirt cheap price, it may be worth trying, but it could possibly taint your experience in comparison to something newer. The reason for this is the limited head movement, average to poor tracking of the controllers and headset, and lower resolution screen compared to what's available. But there is hope. The PSVR 2 has been announced for this year, and it is a truly next-gen headset. Before I get into the features, the best thing about this new headset isn't even the headset. It's the fact that PlayStation are heavily invested into VR. Still, the biggest problem with virtual reality is content and ecosystem, of which PlayStation have mastered over the decades of gaming. Just a fraction of PlayStation's ecosystem converted into VR could create one of the best virtual libraries and experiences out there. And with inside-out tracking, higher resolution display, and 120Hz, with the added bonus of the computational power of the PS5 and haptics, you'll be able to experience VR in its almost best form. The experiences you'll be able to get from this device will be of a much higher fidelity than anything any standalone headset can output. There is a drawback though. The Quest is a standalone device and can be taken anywhere, and has no wires, whereas the PSVR and the PSVR 2 will be a wired device as it requires the PlayStation to be powered. That's where we move on to standalone. The Quest has dominated the VR space now, as you probably know, and this is because it's by far the best cost to tech ratio in terms of VR devices out there. Meta, formerly known as Oculus, are pushing the boundaries for mass adoption of VR. This of course is great news for us. If you're new to VR or looking to upgrade from, say, the original PSVR, this is a fantastic option. The Quest has an ever-growing library of great games and experiences, and the tracking is near perfect. Also, the resolution is a generational leap on the PSVR. If you're looking for a higher fidelity experience, the Quest can also be directly plugged into the PC, where it will utilise its performance and give one of the best-in-class experiences of VR. Now, the Quest 2 is a current generation headset. There is a next generation codenamed Project Cambria, and this is due to be released this year. The confirmed and rumoured specs are eye-wateringly exciting. Face and eye tracking, which will deepen the social immersion and potentially tenfold the performance of a standalone with foveated rendering. The new optics also allow for a field of view increase, hopefully near the 120-degree mark, and I have no doubt that Meta will be using the latest chipset to power this device. Zuckerberg has confirmed that this headset will be more expensive, which is a good thing. It leaves the current Quest as a separate headset and make both viable purchases in their own way, because if you remember, the Quest 2 actually destroyed the Quest 1's product line by releasing a cheaper, more powerful headset. Last but not least, wired headset. The Index blew the original HTC Vive out the window by being a headset that's smooth as butter. It runs at 120Hz, which should be the standard for any VR experience. The screen door effect is at a minimum, and the tracking is the best you are going to get in the current market. Also, when it comes to input, the knuckle controllers are by far the most ergonomic and immersive controllers out there, with individual finger response. Unfortunately, due to the nature of the cutting edge, is that it needs to be powered by a PC. So running a cable from the device is necessary, and also base stations need to be installed, as this is the tracking method. The Valve Index is not designed to be portable, and is more suited for a hardcore user who enjoys VR in their own space. Personally, I think this headset should be an upgrade from the Quest, but only if you decide what type of user you want to be. So to conclude, if you're the console gamer and want to keep it that way, whilst wanting to dive into VR, I recommend waiting for the PSVR 2. If you've never tried VR or are looking for an immediate upgrade option from the PSVR 1, I'd go with the Quest 2. You may be thinking of waiting for the next generation from Meta, But remember, a second-hand Quest will hold its price, especially if the Cambria has a bigger price tag. And finally, if you are the VR user who knows what type of player you are in the VR space, I'd either buy the Index or wait for the Cambria. If you want to keep in the loop with all things VR, from news to deep dives into future technologies, please like and subscribe so I can get this content to the right audience. Thank you for watching.